But it is
Same.
no. It's a section 205 of accused number 3.
I see.
Yes. Then page 50. And I want to refer you to 4 December 2014 at in fact 17:45:19. Are you there?
What's the date?
4 December
Okay.
2014, 17:45. And 19. MOC.
Yes.
Yes, can you place that on record?
On 4 December 2014, at 17:45:19 seconds, the number ending 8169 made an outgoing call to the number ending 9202, and that call lasted 18 seconds. The tower that was picked up there was Hout Street.
Ngomhla ka-4 December isikhathi kwaku-17:45 and 19 seconds. Inamba egcina ngo-8169 yashaya ucingo ishayela nenamba egcina ngo-9202 and bahlala-ke imizuzwana eyishumi nesishiyagalombili. Itower yayisetshenziswa kwakuyi-Hout Street.
And then the next entry.
The next entry was at 18:07:28 seconds on the same date, 4th December 2014. There was an outgoing call from the number ending 8169 that lasted 58 seconds to the number ending 0876. The tower picked up there was Spruit View.
Kuthiwa ngalo-ke lolo suku isikhathi kwaku-18:07:20 seconds inamba egcina ngo-8169 yashayela ucingo ishayela inamba egcina ngo-0876 bahlala-ke imizuzwana engamashumi ayisihlanu nesishiyagalombili kwakusetshenziswa itower iSpruit View.
Okay. The 2G Hout Street Tower. Is it the same tower that the phone or the device of accused number 3 was recording on the 26th of October 2014?
Yes.
What is the tower again? 2G?
Hout.
Close.
Oh, the Hout Street Tower kuyiyona le esetshenziswayo ngelilanga ngathi yebo.
And then can you also place the time on the 26th of October 2014?
Do you have a page number for me?
That will be on page 10.
Page 10.
10 in fact, to be precise, page 11.
October
2016.
20.
As well as 2027-44.
Okay. Yes. 26 October 2014, 20:26:59. And 20:27:44 seconds. The towers that were picked up was indeed Hout Street.
So mhla 26 enyangeni ka-October 2014 isikhathi sika-20:26:59 nesikhathi sika-20:27:44 itower yayisetshenziswa kwakuyi-Hout Street.
Okay. Now let's go back to page 50 of the same exhibit. The Spruit View Tower.
Yes, spread view.
Is it the same spread view tower that you previously testified about regarding the location of the phone of the deceased between 20:00 and 21:00 on the 26th of October, as well as the device of Longwe Twala? That is on exhibit JG1.
So ngomhla 26 enyangeni ka-October le tower le yayisetshenziswa ngesikhathi esiqala lapha ku-20 hours kuyo 21 hours usuthi ngo-8 wasebusuku kuyofika 9 wasebusuku. Kwakuyiyona into yayisetshenziswa ifoni kaMurphy futhi nefoni eyayisetshenziswa uLongwe Twala na iyona yini le spread view esikhuluma ngayo.
What page are we on? Exhibit
The
JG1?
locations, the phone of the deceased locations on page 361 to 365 on the EMA data, and then page 1559 to page 1569 on the GPRS data.
It's not an objection per se, but I'm going to request the state to meticulously pack out the question that is, or the information that is trying to get from the witness, because I'm seated here, I'm unable to follow what he's saying. I'm going to request him to take it step by step so that I am in the same line as with him.
Yes, sir.
My Lord, I thought I'm trying my best to take it step by step because this information is not on the same exhibit. Hence, now I'm referring the witness to exhibit JJ1. Yes.
Which step did you miss, Mr. Nisi?
As it is the court, my Lord, because I hear him saying that apparently there's the same tower that received, or that was the receiving tower when accused number 3 made the calls on 26 October at between 8 and 9 o'clock in the evening, is the same tower that will be the same tower that also Longe Twala, or that the calls that were made or received by Longe Twala were being received by the same tower on the same date. That's where I'm getting confused. Where accused number 3 was calling Longe Twala, or Longe Twala was calling accused number 3 using this same tower. That's the reason why I'm requesting him to unpack it very meticulously so that I am able to follow him, and accused number 3 is able to follow him as well.
Is it the one of the phones? I thought you said it was the deceased Senzo's.
That is correct, my Lord.
Now he hears another name. I don't know where he got it from.
Okay. My Lord, let me start. The witness has already confirmed, as per exhibit GG1,
GG1, yeah.
yes, that the tower that the phone was picking up at that time is Cold Street. And then, furthermore, the witness also testified that there is a tower called Spread View that was also picked up at that time. So now I'm referring the witness to go back to the earlier exhibit, J1, just to confirm that whether that tower, as per exhibit GG1, is still the same tower that was picked up by the phone of the deceased as well as the of Longwe, as per exhibit J1. I think that is the purpose of the exercise.
Are you with him, sir?
Let him proceed.
No, but I mean, does it make sense what he's saying?
He's referring to exhibit J1 and exhibit G. In triple G, as it please the court, my lord. I was still trying to get my exhibit triple G1.
Are you there now?
I am on page 361 of 4649, and the towers reflecting on that page is indeed a straight view.
That's correct. Thank you.
Bathi-ke amathawa abonakala kulelo khasi alishelo awa iyona i-spread view.
Okay. Now,
Just jump us on page 361. Where about in page 361? In exhibit triple J.
just please don't record fully.
On exhibit a triple J1, page 361 of 4649, it reflects straight view as the tower from time 17:55:09 seconds to the bottom of the page at 21:41:40 seconds, still reflecting straight view as the tower.
So kuleli khasi 361 kule lomboniso la phambi kwenkantolo o triple J1 kushuthi-ke i-page u-361 emakhasini awu 4649 kuthiwa kubonakala lapha i-tower esetshenzisiwe kusukela ngesikhathi ka-1755:09 kuyofika ngesikhathi ka-21:41 lapha ekupheleni kwalelo khasi yi-straight view.
Okay. Now, we going back to exhibit triple G1, page 50. Can you tell the court the time lapse between the first activity at 17:45 and 19 seconds, as well as 18:07:28? Can you account or tell us the time lapse?
So the difference in time is around about 22 minutes, maybe just over 22 minutes with a few seconds.
Kuthiwa-ke isikhathi-ke kusuka lapho kusuka ngo-1745 kuyofika ku-18:07. You said how many minutes?
22 minutes.
Kuthiwa amashumi amabili nambili imizuzu.
Okay. Just in simple terms. Now, explain in simple terms what we have just explained now, that from that particular tower to that other particular tower is 22 minutes.
There's no particular tower, my objection, my lord. The tower must be named because you're confusing the record.
From Holt Street SGS1 to 2G Spread View SGS1.
Yes, you want to know
Yes.
the time?
It's 22 minutes.
Yes.
Kuthiwa isikhathi-ke phakathi kwelamatawa amabili i-Holt Street SGS1 ne-2G Spread View SGS1 imizuzu amashumi amabili.
So are you saying to this court for this device to pick up these two towers, 2G Holt Street, 2G Spread View, one has to travel around 22 minutes?
Objection, it can't be like that. It can't be. Depending whether you're flying, you're driving, you're walking, you're cycling, or whatever that you're doing, or even you're walking. That's a very it's a very unheard guesswork that is going to be siphoned from this witness, my lord.
Yes, Mr.
So we'll leave that for arguments. That's why. Okay. Let's now refer to the 2nd of November. That will be on page on page 19 of exhibit triple G1.
page 19.
Yes, page 19. Around 2 November 2014 at 20:56. Can you place that information on record fully?
On the 2nd of November 2014 at 20:20 56 seconds, the number ending 8169 received a call from the number ending 2551. It lasted 38 seconds, and the tower picked up there was Bupang Khotso.
Mhla 2 November 2014 skhathi u-2020 56 inamba egcina ngo-8169 yathola ucingo oluvela kule namba egcina ngo-2551 bahlala imizuzwana amashumi amathathu nesishiyagalombili. Ithawa yayisetshenziswa iBupang Khotso.
And then the next entry?
The next entry was still on the 2nd of November 2014 at 20:44:00 seconds. The number ending 8169 made an outgoing call to the number ending 2056. It lasted 53 seconds, and the tower picked up there was Moy Street.
Mhla 2 November 2014 sewusuku olodwa ngesikhathi u-20:44:00 inamba egcina ngo-8169 yashaya ucingo ishayela inamba egcina ngo-2056 bahlala-ke imizuzwana engamashumi nanhlanu emashumi ayisihlanu nantathu kwase-ke kusetshenziswa ithawa ekuthiwa iMoy Street.
Now let's do the same exercise. The time lapse between these two transactions, one picking up a tower at Bupang Khotso SGS1, the second one picking up a tower at 2G Moy Street SGS1.
The time difference there is about 24 minutes.
So-ke ukuhlukana kwalezi ikhathi lapho-ke ifoni yathola yaqhumana ngeBupang Khotso yase iqhumana futhi ngale thawa ekuthiwa iMoy Street. Kuthiwa-ke isikhathi-ke umehluko walesi ikhathi amaminethi amashumi amabili nane.
So is it your testimony now that if a device picks up a tower at Bupang Khotso SGS1?
No, but objection, man. This witness never made any testimony. She only testified that on this date, this time, on the 2nd of November 2014 and the 2nd of November 2014, at 20:56 and at 20:44:00, there was a call made by accused number 3 and a call received by accused number 3 and a call made by accused number 3. The one which he made out, the call that he received was picked up by the tower at Bupang Khotso, and the one that he made was picked up by the tower at Moy Street. This witness never said anything to suggest that this is therefore her testimony. Unless the state wants to put words into wants to suggest something to this witness, that this witness would then have to confirm. Never said anything beyond the towers that she testified about. It can't be her testimony then.
Yes, Mr. Sibani.
But my lord, that is the point that I'm trying to get into. To confirm this, what is written on this section 205. And by extension of logic, it is evidence what is contained here.
When you say it is an extension of logic, are you saying the same device picks up a particular number and after about a lapse of about 20, is it how many minutes?
She said 24 minutes.
24 minutes.
Yes.
That same device picks up a number after an interval of some time.
That is correct. And that's what is written here.
Yeah, but they say you must put it so that they understand it.
But it's on paper.
Because they say this witness is not saying that. Are you not saying that, ma'am?
I am presenting what is here on the data.
And what does that say?
In my own words,
Yeah.
it was that this device was picked up by 2 different towers at 2 different times on the same date.
Yeah, they say a cat can be skinned many times.
And I
That's
don't
what
know
the
what,
witness now says. What you want to rephrase what you want to say, you.
no,
Mr.
my
Sibani.
lord, because it's what it says. It picks up 2 different towers in the space of 24 minutes.
The
That's
same
what it
device?
is. Yes,
And these towers are obviously apart.
that's correct.
So there must have been motion. Okay,
Exactly.
fine. You can argue that, they say.
It's fine. Okay. Now let's proceed to page 11.
On the same exhibit,
Exhibit triple G1.
triple G1, page 11.
Yes. The last time the number ending with 8169 picked up a signal.
On which date?
26 October 2014.
On the 26th of October 2014 at 20:32:57 seconds, 8169 was last used at that time when it received an SMS, and the tower that was picked up there was Hout Street.
From 26 October 2014, isikhathi 20:32:57 number egcina ngu-8169 yagcina isetshenziselwe ukuthi ithole i-SMS and futhi ke ithawa yayisetshenziswa kuyi-Hout Street.
Okay. Now, on that, hypothetically speaking, if we can place now this phone around this time in motion,
No, objection. It can't be hypothetical. We're dealing with facts here. We're dealing with scientific evidence. This document is based on scientific evidence. It can't be hypothetical.
Okay,
Because
factually.
hypothetical simply means assumptions. And this court does not deal with assumptions.
factually, based on what you said earlier about 22 and 24 minutes, put that at the back of your mind. From this time, if you can place this device in motion, can it be at Bopang Khotso or Spread View Tower within 24 hours? 24 minutes, sorry.
Bathi ke le tower le phone le egcina ngo-8169 iyakwazi yini ukuthi ibe isuke kule tower ekuthiwa iBupang Khotso ibe iyofika endaweni ekuthiwa iMoyne Street engakapheli imzuzu engamashumi 24.
But that is a very simple objection, my lord, which was raised because this initially this witness was requested to comment on whether is it possible for a person to be at Hout Street within 22 minutes when he was at Bopang Tower. Then the challenge is, it depends on the mode of transport that witness was using. Because if he was flying, of course it was possible.
No, time
If
is-
he was riding,
The logic is wrong. Time is static. Whether you're flying, driving, 24 minutes is 24 minutes.
Yes, but my lord, it
Okay,
depends on
that's
whether,
how-
on the speed that
I'm
you're
not
using.
I'm not arguing what you are trying to argue with this gentleman. I'm just saying the logic of time is static. 24 minutes is 24 minutes.
But now
It doesn't
the state
change
is
whether
saying, is it
doesn't
possible?
change whether you are driving,
Yes.
whether you're flying, whether you're running. 24 minutes is 24 minutes between the two towers. That's how I understand the evidence.
But now the state wants this witness to testify whether, I mean, to indicate whether is it possible. Is it possible?
Is
It
that what-
depends on what you are using. If you are going to move from Bopang Tower to Holt Street within that 24 minutes, that's how I understand. That's what I understand the state to mean, my lord.
Okay. What do you say, ma'am?
So, my lord, in my opinion, I would say if you are in a motor vehicle, it's possible. But obviously, if you're on a skateboard, it's not possible, or on a bicycle, to be from one area with a 24-minute distance during that time.
Except that
uthi-ke uma kuwukuthi buhamba ngemoto kungenzeka ukuthi ufike ingakapheli lana imizuzu eyama-24 kodwa uma uhamba ngebhayisekile noma uhamba nge-skateboard angeke kwenzeke ukuthi ukwazi ukufika.
okay.
I think Advocate Mngomezulu has an objection. He's trying to say
what?
something to me. Advocate Mr. Mngomezulu.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, thank you. I will not dwell much on that. You've already said enough regarding the time. Now, let's move to page 183 of the same exhibit GG1. GG. The one that we're still busy with, the last page, the section 205, the last page. Are you there, ma'am?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Can you tell this court, as the per RICA legislation, is it a statutory requirement that a user or a subscriber must RICA their cell phone numbers?
Yes, as per the RICA Act, all SIM cards must be registered.
So ngaphansi kwe-RICA Act yonke ama-SIM card asenza umakhalekhukhwini afanele abhaliswe.
Can I, Roni Sibanda, RICA, my SIM card as Charles Mnisi?
No, not at all.
Athi ngiyakwazi yini ukuthi mina ngosibanda ngisebenzise.
I did not get that, my lord. How does my name feature there?
Are you Charles?
Yes.
Is that so?
Otherwise, unless the state is suggesting that at one point or the other, there's a fraudulent thing that I did about RICA. I did not get him. May he kindly repeat himself.
I was just demonstrated by way of an example, my lord.
Okay.
Why his name? Why do you use his name?
I will use A and B, my lord. Yes, okay. Let's just change the name to A and then B. So he said no. Can you now?
Umuntu ke esizobizwa ngokuthi A angakwazi yini ukuthi abhalise iSIM card ngegama lomuntu ezobizwa ngo-B wathi cha ngeke kwenzeke.
On that page where it says MSIDN, Can you please the phone number on record?
2772 766 8169.
So the number evela lapho ngaphansi kwa MSISDN number +27 72 766 8169.
And then the IMSI SIM card number?
6550 1224 9151 373.
IMSI number yakhona 6550 1224 9151 373.
And then on page 11 of the same exhibit, is it still the same IMSI number, just at the beginning of the page or anywhere on that page 11?
It is the same number reflecting on both pages.
And the ICCID number, what is it?
It is 8922 49 with 7 zeros 1513739.
Try ICCID number 892249000000151379.
And then the SIM start date?
SIM start date is 17 May 2014 at 9:58:09 seconds.
Try SIM's start date in Kala, on 17 May 2014, is cut to 09:58:09.
And the SIM end date?
This is a generic date of 01/01/2050 00:00:00 seconds.
So isikhathi okugcina ngaso isikhathi nje sibekiwe esikam January number no usuku lokuqala number the 1st ka January 2050 isikhathi 00:00:000.
RICA registration date?
Start date 10 March 2012 at 10:59:17 seconds.
Try kulanga ke lokureka mhla 10 ku March 2012 isikhathi 10:59:17 seconds.
I think you've already placed the RICA registration end date.
End date is generic as well, which is 01/01/2050 00:00:00 seconds.
Try isikhathi ogcina ngaso ilesi sibekiwe so to mhla January 1 ku 2050 isikhathi 00:00:00.
ID number? Can you just place the last 4 ID number for the safety?
9083.
Toka inaba yokugcina ke kuleyo ID number yo 9083.
And then the first name?
Ntombizini.
Ntombizini. Igama ke lipheke lokuqala uNtombizini.
Surname?
Majola.
Sibongo uMajola.
Physical address,
number 19 York Road, Gillets.
Number 19 York Road, Gillis.
and then agent ID,
It's ICAP /VSP 24448 KSNHO.
Code agent ICAP /KSD 2448 KSNA0.
okay. Agent name and surname,
Sohail Shabazz.
Ikamage Usuhail Shabazz.
okay. Evidence before this court, case number 3 through his advocate indicated that this number belongs to him. Does his name appear on the record document?
Ati Kamalam Sol Statute any go record document there.
What is the accused name?
Tobisi Prince Nobe.
Kamalam Sola Elokna Mtobisi Prince Mnube.
This does not appear on this RICA information.
It is not.
No.
Ata glona gelel vela la pagu la palso ko na go RICA.
Thank you. My Lord, we'll move to another exhibit. In fact, we want to refer back to an earlier exhibit as well. Exhibit DD5E, Roman figure 1. Exhibit number. I'll refer back to 2 exhibits that I referred to earlier. Exhibit DD5. I will use them together, my Lord. My Lord, I want to just highlight a few aspects. I know on Friday we went through this exhibit, but I just want to highlight a few aspects before I move to exhibit JJ8. Just few, my Lord. Yes. Let's start 17 June 2020, 085108.
The number ending 6890 was on voicemail. That call came from a number ending 7786. Lasted 2 seconds. And there's no tower defined there.
So on 17 June 2020, in number go 0851. In number go 6890. We start 085108. Itole ingene ku voicemail. We should number be shire. 778 7786. Ihlale imisuzwana emibili kuphela. Ayikhombisi lapho ithawa ukuthi iphe isetshenziswa.
And then if we refer the court to exhibit DD5, index number 228. Can you please index number 228 on record?
228 reflects Indida.
228 ikhombisa Indida.
My Lord, just for the sake of clarity, where the witness is referring to is the download that was done by Colonel House, the phone book of accused number 2. And then the number thereof, 228.
081 057 5586.
So the number again was 081 057 5586.
7786.
77, not 5.
7786.
Number again 7786.
Is it now the same number that attempted to call accused number 2?
Athi yona in the number yazama ukushayela umsolo wesibili.
Yes.
That is yebo kunjalo.
And then immediately after that entry, is it still the same number?
Thereafter, at 9:37:18 seconds, the same number appears. The number ending 6890 was still on voicemail.
Athi ngesikhathi ka 09:37:18 seconds yavela futhi leyo number le number egcina u 6890 yayise ku voicemail.
Okay, now let's proceed to the 20th of June. At 01:26:22.
During this time, 6890 received a SMS, and that was from number ending 6002.
Ngesikhathi ke mhla 26 ngomhla 20 kuJune isikhathi 01:26:22 inamba egcina ngo 6890 yathola SMS evela kule number egcina ngo 6002.
And then let's proceed to Exhibit DD5 in the, index number 21.
It reflects Buthelezi.
Athi ke index number 21 iveza ukuthi ubuthelezi.
Just place everything there on that block.
Buthelezi, and the cell phone number is 072 038 6002.
So ke ubuthelezi lapha inamba evelayo u 072 038 6002.
Yes, but there's an inverted comma there in 2.
2, yes.
Please, thank you. Is it now still the same number appearing on the section 205?
Yes.
Athi yona number section 0605 athi yep.
And in this interaction between the two numbers, when does it end?
Athi ukuthintana kwalezi number uphelela phi?
It ends at 02:22:23 seconds on the 20th of June.
Ke igcina ngomhla ka 20 kuJune isikhathi ku 02:22 imizuzu 23 imizuzwana.
Can you count how many SMSs are there?
There were 6.
Athi mlazo yohlobo le SMS iyaye yisithupha.
And then 20 June 2020, 15:07:59.
20 June 15:07:59 seconds. 6890 was on voicemail, and the number that called was number ending in 6750, and that lasted 22 seconds.
kuthiwa ngomhla 20 kuJune esikhathi ku-15:09 07:59 inamba eqina 6890 voicemail and eyayizama ukuyishayela ile egcina ngo-6750 yahlala-ke emizuzwana imizuzwana.
Now let's refer to Exhibit DD5 on entry number 119.
Entry number
119.
119 reflects Mama Wemi, and the number is 079 069 6750.
Ithi lapha kubonakala kubhele igama likamama wemi, inamba evelayo 079 069 6750.
June 2020, 172308. No. Before that, can you explain the duration of a voicemail that lasted for 22 seconds?
Uchaza ukuthi wenze kanjani ukuthi kube nomlayezo noma i-voicemail iyahlala imizuzwana engamashumi.
It's actually self-explanatory. 6890 was on voicemail or switched off. This number ending 6750 tried to contact the number ending 680.
So iyazichaza lento ukuthi le number eqina ngo-6890 ku-voicemail, so ke lenye inamba ku-6850 yayizama-ke ukuyithinda.
The call wasn't answered and a message was left.
So ke ngoba engenampendulo kuleyo phone kwashika-ke umlayezo.
Okay, and then thereafter, the same number tries to make contact.
Yes, at 19:21, 40 seconds on the same day, and that lasted 2 seconds.
So ke le number futhi yaphinde yashaya ngomhla 26 June 2020 isikhathi ku 19:21:40 and ke yahlala ke 2 wemizuzwana.
And thereafter, the last one?
10 seconds later, at 19:21:50, another voicemail call that lasted 5 seconds from the number ending 6750.
So ke emva kwemizuzwana elishumi ngesikhathi kwaku 19:21 and 50 seconds le number ke ya 6750 yaphinde yazama ukushaya, yaphinde yangena ke ku-voicemail lapho yahlala khona imizuzwana emihlanu.
Okay. Now, 26 June 2020, 16:40:29.
16:40:29.
That's correct.
On the 26th of June, the number ending 6890 received a call from the number ending 6750, which lasted 91 seconds.
Kuthiwa ngomhla ka-26 kuJune inamba egcina ngo-6890 ngesikhathi sika-16:40:29 seconds yathola ucingo oluvela kule number egcina ngo-6750. Bahlala ke imizuzwana amashumi ayishagalolunye nanye.
Thank you. And then?
Thereafter,
Yes.
at 17
Yes.
2308, 6890 received a SMS from the number ending 2412.
So, ngomhla 26 kuyoJune isikhathi 17:23 and 8 seconds. The number eqina 6890 yathola umlayezo wohlobo lwe-SMS evela kule number eqina ngo-2412.
Okay, now let's refer to Exhibit DD5, index number 149.
Number 149 reflects GoGo 066 068 2412.
Can you get the number again?
066 068 2412.
So, can you please give me the whole message? I need to have listed it somewhere.
GoGo 066 068 2412.
So, lana igama elivelayo ugogo number 06606682412.
Let's move to page 2, 29 July 2020, 09250.
090250 seconds. The number 6890 was on voicemail. That call came from the number ending 6397. It lasted 4 seconds.
So, mhla 29 July 2020, isikhathi 090250 seconds. Number eqina ngo-6890 yazama ukuthindwa ile number egcina ngo-6397 bangena ku-voicemail hlala ke imizuzwana emine.
And then Exhibit DD5, index number 37.
Index 37 reflects a cis queen 072 255 6397.
Index number 37 ibonala kubhalwe ukuthi sisqueen 072 255 6397.
Move to page 4. 24 August 2020, 204211.
204211 seconds reflects 6890, receiving a call from the number ending 2189, lasted 757 seconds.
So again, it's got 204211 seconds. Inumber eqina 6890 yathola ucingo oluvela kule number eqina ngo-2189 wahlala ke imizuzwana makhulu ayisikhombisa mashumi ayisihlanu nesikhombisa imizuzwana.
Now let's refer to Exhibit DD5, page 7, index number 160.
160 reflects SB Ntanzi 072 793 2189.
So ke index 160 ikhombisa ke ukuthi kubhalwe ukuthi SB Ntanzi. Number ke 072 793 2189.
Now we're about to conclude. 25 August 2020, 2013, 26.
During this time, 6890 made an outgoing call that lasted 1,180 seconds to the number ending 6995.
Toke umhlaka 23 August 2020 inumber ngaso lesikhathi the number egcina ngo 6890 ngashaya ukuthi ngishayela le number egcina ngo 6995 bashala ke inkulungwane ayishikulu nemishumi ayisishiyagalombili emizuzwana.
And then exhibit GD5, index number 170 on page 7.
Index 170 reflects Baba Fen Zika 072-813-6995.
So index 170 ukhombisa uba kuzenzeka. Number 072-813-6995.
August 2020, 1722 and 0.
Just repeat your time, please.
172201.
At this time, 31 August 2020, 17:22:01 seconds. The number ending 6890 made a call to the number ending 7126, which lasted 204 seconds.
Umhlaka 31 August 2020 cut for 172201 inumber egcina ngo 6890 yashaya ukuthi ngishayela le number egcina ngo 7126 bahlala ke imizuzwana eyamakhulu amabili nemizuzu emizuzwana emine.
And then exhibit DD5, page 9, index number 116.
116 reflects Sisi Noka Yiso.
Index number
116. Number is 073-756-7126.
number la ku index 116 isebenzisa ibhale ukuthi usisi nonkanyisa inumber go 073-756-7126.
Okay.
If I may interject, I've allowed this process to go on as far as it can. If we have a look at the annexure that is cross-referenced to the exhibit that my learned colleague is talking about, that is annexure to exhibit DD5. According to the evidence of Colonel House, the call data or the phone book that is related to this exhibit, annexure 3, from which the reference has been made, refers to the number 2772-505-7056. Yet my colleague is asking about 6890, the number ending with 6890. This is not the call data relating to 6890, it's the call data relating to 7056. If I may clarify, it seems my learned colleague is lost. My learned colleague is asking, for example, on the 26th of October 2020 at 16:40:28, 29, 6890 made a call and received a call from 6750. Then he'll cross-reference to index 149, which reflects GOGO. Yet that annexure that he refers to, according to host, the annexure related to the download of the phone number 2772-505-7056, not the number ending with 6890 that my learned colleague is talking about.
Yes, sir. What's your response?
My Lord, I am only focusing on the phone book to extract the names of the people appearing as on this phone book, whether it was taken from which other phone number, to me, it does not take the case any further. I'm focusing on the names. Vis-a-vis the section 20.
From another phone that is not relevant here.
My point, exactly.
Is that the point?
But, my lord,
Yeah.
we are trying to establish in the line of questioning, again, in my opinion, we are just looking for who that number belongs to.
Which phones,
I have no idea which phones these been downloaded from. That's irrelevant to me. All I'm making a connection between is this number that reflects on the other party to the name and the number that reflects on this document.
Yes, Mr. Ramsipil, are you with me? Hey. Oh, you still don't?
My lord, I leave this to rest, except to say, my learned colleague should have laid the basis to say, where you refer to the names that relate to the numbers, calls made, text messages made, received, and otherwise, is extracted from the download of 505-7056, so that the whole picture is placed in front of court, not as if the 6890, this is the download from 6890. That was my only gripe, my lord, but we may proceed. I'll make further arguments and I'll address that matter also in cross-examination.
Yes, yeah. That's
Mr. Court, please, my lord. I also want to refer my colleague to page 3
Page 3.
of Exhibit DD5 of Hopes,
DD5.
wherein I will just give a short synopsis. He said the phone that was downloaded, it had 2 SIM cards.
Yeah, remember that.
Yes, and then the number that Mr. Ramosipri is referring to was also on that particular device that was recovered from accused number 2. And I will put the point there at rest there.
So that is the source of your information.
That is correct, my lord.
You understand that now?
I understand that.
So, furthermore,
Also, you can proceed. I just want to take it.
I just want also to approach my colleague a bit.
May I approach accused?
Yes, yes, yes.
This our own conference here. As the court pleases, my lord, before we lay this matter to rest, we'll remember, if we refer to the first page of this annexure that they are referring to, the annexure to DD5, in my cross-examination of Lieutenant Colonel House, we then established that, in fact, what he has done, he has mixed up the numbers and the IMSIs. What was supposed to be Vodacom was made out as MTN and vice versa. So that context is important in respect of the source of the numbers where she refers to. Hence, I objected to the evidence, but the clarification now with the context that there are actually 2 sources. The one with the names is the download of 5057056. The actual device that made received calls and text and otherwise is 6890. That's the only clarification that I wanted to be made on record. As the court pleases.
Okay, yeah.
Furthermore, my lord, will submit that this number ending with 7056, it does not belong to the girlfriend of accused number 2. It belongs to accused number 2 himself. And as far as I'm concerned, the number belonging to the girlfriend of ex-girlfriend of accused number 2, it ends with 1698.
That's a point of argument, because we had requested the RICA information from the state when we were still dealing with bank records regarding the 7056 to date, we haven't been finished with sale. So what is arguing is in vacuum, my lord.
So where do you get the number? That it is the
1698.
yeah 1698 that it
Exhibit
belongs
V-
to the girlfriend.
Exhibit VV1, my lord.
Just show your learned colleague. Show me.
That we acknowledge, my lord.
So what is the argument about now?
We are arguing about 7056, my lord. Remember, from day one, my lord, our
But you
stance
see,
has always
where you
been.
differ with your learned colleague
Yes.
is that you insist or you say or state that that number is not the number of your client's ex-girlfriend.
The 072505.
It's
Remember,
not.
my
No,
lord,
no, I'm just quoting you.
my lord, there are two ex-girlfriends. There's Mutsidisi and there's Kilebukile. Those are two separate.
Okay, let's
people
find out.
with
You're talking
separate
about
numbers.
any other girlfriend.
My lord, I did not know about any other girlfriend. I only know about Ole Bukheng Petani.
Yeah, you see.
So the one that is referring to the 1698 is the girlfriend Kilebukile.
Wait. Oh. How many girlfriends do you know of number 2? You, Mr. Sibanda.
And I'm only talking about the information that is before me. I only know of one, my lord.
What's the name? What's the name of
Ole
that?
Bukheng Petani.
That's the only name you know.
That's the only name I know.
Now the other girlfriend is who?
The one is the one that we raised before, Mutsidisi, my lord.
So he's got two girlfriends,
Yes,
Mutsidisi
the
and
seven-
Lebogang.
the 5057056 is
And they
Mutsidisi.
both communicated with your client.
Sorry, my lord.
There's two girlfriends, both communicated with your client using the number 6898. What's it? 6?
At different time periods. The other one is
But
from
they the point is they
2018.
communicated.
The other one is the latter. Yes, my lord. But at different time periods, my lord.
But he wants to claim, as I understand him, that he only has the number of Lebogang or Lebogile. Is that so? You
Correct,
don't
my
have
lord.
the other number of the other girlfriend.
I only see the
Matshidiso
number.
or who
Yes,
else?
that's correct.
My gripe is him placing it as a fact
That-
that 5057056 belongs to accused number 2, which we have denied ad nauseum.
Okay, fine. Yeah, let's go on.
Maybe let me ask the witness in this fashion. Maybe it will provide further clarity now. A phone with a dual SIM. Do you have any knowledge of its? How does it work?
Certainly. Give me just a second.
Kuzokuthi uma kunefoni ekwazi ukuthatha ama-SIM card amabili yazi ukuthi isebenza kanjani.
So, in essence, a phone with dual SIMs have two IMEIs.
Kuthiwa ifoni nama-SIM card amabili naye ama-IMEI amabili.
In the phone, there's a slot for each SIM card.
Manje la kule foni ke kunendawo yokuthi kungene lama-SIM card amabili.
So, in terms of your primary number, it would show you IMEI 1 with that SIM card being your primary number, SIM card 1.
Manje ke uma ukuthi sikhuluma nge-SIM card yokuqala izokhombhala lapho ukuthi IMEI 1.
You can have two different SIM cards from two different networks
Ungakwazi-ke
inserted
ukuthi ufake
in one
kuma-
device.
Ungakwazi ukuthi ufake kumakhalekhukhwini owodwa ama-SIM card aphuma-ke kuma-service provider ahlukene.
You can use your mobile data from two different networks, but you can only use one at a time.
Manje ungakwazi ukuthi usebenzise idatha evela kulama-service provider ahlukene kodwa ukwazi ukuthi wasebenzise omabili ngesikhathi esisodwa ukwazi ukusebenzisa eyodwa vo ngesikhathi esisodwa.
Okay.
Sorry, for my understanding, and when you want to interchange and use not the primary SIM card, the second one, if you must name it that.
Yes, then you have to go into your handset.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily have to take
Take
out
it
the
out,
SIM
yeah.
card.
What do you do?
You can then go on your settings and move over to the next SIM card with the second network, so to speak.
Njengoba uma ufuna ukusebenzisa le ke ikhadi uyakwazi ukungena ngaphakathi nje usho la efonini ukuthi usofuna ukusebenzisa le esibili kuwukuthi awuzange uyikhiphe kumakhalekhukhwini.
And it doesn't necessarily follow that the serial number of the device changes. It doesn't change.
So remember, the device number is called the IMEI.
That's it, the IMEI, yeah.
So you would have, there would be IMEI 1 and IMEI 2.
Okay,
Yes.
because
So
you're
if
using
you
two
have
different
a-
SIM cards.
Yes, if you
Okay.
have a smartphone with the latest smartphones, you can actually go into your settings and view your IMEI 1 and IMEI 2.
Okay. Yeah, so what did you want to
Thank you,
establish?
my lord. So let me establish this. From that one device with two SIM cards, can I use, for instance, SIM card 1 to access the phone book on SIM card 2?
No. If you don't have the same numbers on both the SIM cards, you can't access the one from the other.
So ke uma ukuthi inamba ethize ihlele ku-SIM card yesibili awukwazi ukusebenzisa i-SIM card yokuqala ukuthi uyolunguza lapha ku-SIM card yesibili ubone ukuthi inamba le oyifunayo yini.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
My lord, can we take the short adjournment? It's 11:43. I'm about to wrap up.